Can I bring a little hip hop back? Yeah. Can I bring a little hip hop back? I know you like it, you gon' play that back. Yeah. I know you like it, you gon' play that back. Can I bring a little hip hop back? Yeah. Can I bring a little hip hop back? I know you like it, you gon' play that back. I know you like it, you gon' play that back. Yeah.
All right, so we going into, oh yeah. What's good with it, everybody? What, we still recording? Okay. What's good with it, everybody? Welcome to Speak On It. I'm your host, Rico.
And I'm your host, Steve.
And we're going to jump right into Mr. Christopher Brown. And his rap allegations with the young lady over there.
Heard he was stealing honey that didn't belong to him.
Stealing the cookie box over there in Paris with France. Paris, one of those two.
Honey jar.
Honey jar.
So allegedly, Chris Brown was out here taking pussy. I didn't know that. I didn't expect that from coming from Chris Brown. Because you know he's a tall, light, skin, pretty boy.
This the guy that got on by, man, I should have kissed her in this video, maybe in the next one.
Right.
Now y'all saying he's
now he raping people? Like, what's going on? And then what's sick as me, when people tell me that you motherfuckers got on there and believed he did it.
Bro, all up and down social media, they was like, yup, he did it. He did it. Ow. Because he's Chris Brown and any girl who want to fuck him, don't mean he can't rape nobody. The chances are, like, I just don't see. I can't see this nigga raping nobody. How? You mean tell me he get all this tail thrown at him and he wanted to take that one?
You know when a nigga get money, you know he gets some ass around this bitch. He a nigga that ain't got to take nothing. You know what I'm saying?
They just said he was the youngest dude to get his master's too.
Oh, see, they hating on because he's smart.
Hell yeah.
That's what that is. That's some people.
You know, here lately, I ain't gonna lie. I heard that low key he done finessed some ways where a lot of the money that he make is his money, and it's staying his money, and they don't like that shit. So this is why he been getting fucked with over the years. Which is also a reason when you see how the way he acts in his music and the people he have in his videos, that's why he started getting a little bit affiliated because people was actually fucking with him, and he needed some protection in his life, so he got gang affiliated, hooked up with some people.
That's why he came with the LA became a gang member. Oh, all right. Yeah, I know he was running.
I can't trust them motherfuckers out here in the motherfucking game to watch my back. I'm gonna have to get with some people that I know I got money. They gonna fuck with me. I got money.
Yeah, but I wouldn't be scared of Chris Brown getting into. If I was rolling with him, he could fight. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't.
He knew how to fight when he got there.
Yeah,
he just needed some, he just needed
protection.
Some extra protection, man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
But back to the situation at hand. He was accused of rape. You say he went to jail on the night of his concert?
Yeah, the night of his concert.
And he was out the next day.
Woman recanted. Said she lied.
Said she lied. Like I said, you motherfuckers pissed me off when y'all thought he did it.
What is the obsession when all of a sudden, when rape allegations come out, they automatically did it now, especially from the females? Like, I understand that a lot of people don't believe women about them, you know what I'm saying, getting sexually assaulted and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. But they also need to understand from both sides that a lot of these women do be lying.
They do lie.
Nobody wants to get caught having sex. Right. That was the biggest thing I remember growing up, is girls didn't like getting caught having sex. And the first thing that it was easy for them to say when they got caught, and the safe way out of everything is, he forced himself up on me.
Yeah. Yep.
He forced himself up on me.
You're right.
That's it.
You're right. Yep.
They forced themselves up on me. Especially if their parents don't know that they active, and their parents don't know that they out there doing stuff, and they just so happen to catch their daughter for the first time and stuff like that. That he forced himself up on me.
Right.
Now I'm not saying that that's all girls, because we do got some girls that's out here that's getting that stuff, you know, getting their bodies.
Well, most of y'all saying that force up on me, shit.
Now we're gonna piggyback this in to another subject. Because we really ain't had no time to really talk about this. But we're going to talk about, just a tad bit, this R. Kelly situation.
There's a difference between R. Kelly and Robert. R. Kelly's this fun, laughing, loving guy. But Robert is the devil,
R. Kelly is at the top of the charts, but he may be in for a fall. He was arrested today on 21 counts of child pornography.
Kelly is accused of videotaping himself having sex with an underage girl.
Taking advantage of minors will not be tolerated.
Jurors found him not guilty on all charges.
Robert has said all along he would be cleared of these terrible charges.
Shame on you! Shame on you! Shame on you! Shame on you! Mute R. Kelly! Mute R. Kelly! Mute R. Kelly! Mute R. Kelly!
We got a tip that she's here.
She's not.
R. Kelly has denied accusations that he's holding women against their will in a sex cult.
Dave said he loved you so much. I should have never introduced her to him. I should have never introduced my families.
He's the puppet master.
It was very scary because I knew at that moment I had a secret.
Sparkle is alleged to have received significant payment.
I didn't take the money because I can't be bought. He ain't a monster by himself. It took some help.
I'm just ready to get the hell out of there.
Black women don't get the same recognition as our white counterparts. And I wish that would change.
A grown man, 50-something years old. That's not acceptable, nowhere. Nowhere.
Mr. Robert Kelly.
The Pied Piper.
The Pied Piper.
The king of R&B.
Now, folks, let us start by saying...
I still like R. Kelly.
Let me start.
We already knew the nigga was
right
fucked
here.
Up. You know what I'm saying?
I am not excusing him of any of his actions that he did.
Nope.
He did it.
Yep.
It's fucked up.
Yep.
It's wrong.
Yep.
He don't get no pass for that shit.
No.
On the other hand,
long time ago.
On the other hand, you're not about to tell me, as a person who was sexually active at 14 and 15 and 16 years old, that I wasn't aware of the shit that I was doing. Ladies, we ain't got no women right here. Y'all need to stop acting like y'all wasn't bragging about talking to 23, 30, 20-some, 30-some year old men when y'all was in high school. All of us know.
Yeah.
At least a handful of women.
Some of you hoes got picked up personally from high school.
Handful of girls. I don't even
know.
talk to dudes in my school.
Right.
I talk to grown men. They can pick you up with their car from school.
You know what I'm saying?
Because
you know why I say that? Because the school I went to, bitches was fucking the police officer. She was fucking that nigga. She was fucking that nigga all the way up till she got pregnant. And she said the same shit you just said. Oh, he forced himself up on me. After she was getting that nigga pussy, all goddamn, the whole school knew the nigga was fucking.
Right.
The school knew.
How many girls when we was growing up in schools used to call their favorite administrators baby daddies and shit like that? They favorite cop or they favorite security, they favorite principal. So when they get in trouble, they don't go see their principal, they go see this principal.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. I ain't on camera, but I'm gonna say this right now. Just verified through Twitter.
That's JD speaking, by the way, y'all.
Lab Embassy Media Group. What's up, world? Shout out to Blue Line Studios, Steve, Rico. Shout out to everybody. Via Twitter, just got this message. The Harvey Weinstein documentary, Untouchable, premieres at Sundance. Now, you know the only reason they did that is because motherfucker was on their back. Because they did it to R. Kelly, but they didn't want to do it to him. But this motherfucker was doing it before all of them. Way before. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I just want to put that out there real quick. Shout out to you fellas. Back to business.
But like, I just don't understand. We really got women sitting out here saying that we can't hold no 15, 16-year-old girl. Okay, what? Y'all be the main ones. And I'm not a kid. I'm a young lady. I'm nearly grown.
Well, they can say that when their parents is handing their children to R. Kelly, because a couple of them did that too.
They got paid.
I know they did, but I'm just telling you, a couple of them.
Right after the Harvey Weinstein, fellas.
Michael Jackson.
Damn. They going after everybody.
They going after.
Damn, Michael Jackson too.
They still fucking with Mike, y'all. And he's in the box.
The box dead. We done already seen the tell-alls, the cases. They had his cases on TV. Now
this isn't everybody.
It says Leaving Neverland, a documentary about.
I'm sorry, I'm trying
to read this shit.
What's the name? Leaving Neverland?
Leaving Neverland. Yeah, that's the name.
Wow.
You see it. A documentary. That caught me off guard.
Wow.
But yes, that's the title. That's the title. It's a documentary about the alleged Michael Jackson victims that will appear at the Sundance on air on HBO.
So we going from two.
Look, it is at the Jackson Estate. The Jackson Estate responded calling it pathetic.
So we going from two victims that we knew about to a whole group of motherfuckers now.
Hey, but not only that, check this out.
Man,
the black ones,
business.
The black ones that they going after didn't settle the cases. Keep this in mind.
Yeah.
The brothers is innocent.
Yeah.
It ain't no case.
It ain't no case.
But the white ones ain't even been tried yet.
Nope.
They ain't even mentioned this. They'll put that out there. They'll put that out there.
They paid them families and shit, man. Everybody know this shit.
Now, I got a question. If you do something with somebody and you willingly accept money for said thing that you doing, should you later on be able to come out and have anything to say about what went on?
You gonna get sued? Because I know that's what he waiting on. That's what I would do. Because it's going to be a confidentiality, a non-disclosure agreement. It's going to be some kind of shut-up clause in there for all of eternity. You know what I'm saying? After you take this few $100,000, you know what I'm saying? I'll make it be 50. I don't care what it was. You accept the payment, that means we ain't got no beef no more. That means we ain't got no beef. So if you come out and you say something, guess what? I'm going to let you tell all.
And then, hey, check this out. This ain't even the end of it. It's gonna go into football. It's gonna go into every damn thing.
Yeah.
This is gonna go into every damn thing.
Now I done told Steve about this story, so I'm gonna let y'all in on a little story about what really opened my eyes to this old R. Kelly thing. I know a girl. I'm not gonna put her name out there. You know what I'm saying? I'm just tell her a sad story. She told me when she was 16 years old, when she was 16 years old, she had only had one prior partner. And after said prior partner, she was messing with a friend of her mom and pops. Now this man was in his 30s, and she was a 16-year-old girl. Knowingly, she admitted to me, that she was fucking with this dude. He had a wife and he had kids.
Yeah.
She didn't see nothing wrong with what she was doing. She was perfectly okay and fine with what he was doing. I said, okay, well, what happened to the man? She said he went to jail because he was fucking with little girls. And I was like, well, damn, y'all got caught? She was like, nah, he got caught. And he didn't get caught with me, he got caught with somebody else. Now, this is what fucked me up, which changed my whole outlook on all of how these women saying none of these girls can be responsible for what they did. Out of her own mouth, she told me he had the perfectly little girl in me who wasn't going to say shit and who would have never told on him. But he had to fuck that up and go mess around with a whole bunch of little girls and ended up getting himself caught. And now he ain't, he was missing out on some good young shit. And that shit came out of her mouth.
Yeah. And I don't even know how to feel about that. I don't feel one way. I don't feel biased toward her. Same position that throw sex at a guy for what they potentially might get out of him, be it a relationship, be it stability, be it money, be it any kind of future.
And she just wanted the pleasure. She didn't want none of that.
Right.
She was just fucking.
She was just fucking.
But she wanted the experience that the man had.
That's it. She just liked the thrill of it and stuff. He was an older man and shit like that.
Yeah, Rico's right. So when they say they 16 and
like that's some bald faced motherfucking lie.
We all just said we all men in here. We all just said when we were 16 and we knew bitches that were 16. I just sat here saying 16-year-old was fucking the grown ass officer at her.
Yes, bro, like stop.
He knew girls was getting picked up from grown ass. You knew girls were getting picked up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So like
everybody and that's why I'm trying to figure out why these women is acting
like what you said earlier, when they get caught, they gotta flip the script.
But these ain't. I'm understand. I'm trying to figure out
why bitches lie. That's what they do.
Yeah, but
that's
you gotta look
that's what they do.
You gotta look at the reason they lie. Every woman that I know, bro, they want to look good and don't want no dirt to come along with it.
And I wish we had a woman here.
You know why? It's because another woman will use that against them.
Yeah.
That's why.
But you can tell when they
you out here fucking and sucking all these niggas. Yeah.
You can tell when they do.
If you think that guys demonize, hoes and all that, women do
it's
on a
way
whole nother
worse.
level.
It's way worse when they
level,
when they peers do that shit because they hit them where it hurt.
Yeah.
They hit them where they'll talk about them. They'll throw their character in it. They talk about kids. And that's why, you know what I'm saying? That's another thing that make me mad when, we get looked at as nobody hates a black woman more than the black motherfucking man. I can't tell the way you look up and down social media.
Look, and I'm gonna tell you, I got a black daughter. I just don't see it like that. But one thing that I do see, from the other way around, black women that got black sons will turn around and say, we got to do this for little girls. We got to do this for women. We got to do this for black women. We got to do this for black girls. But ain't none of them racing to start shit for their sons, shit for the little boys in their life. But they daughters, they love their sons and they raise their daughters. You see what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying.
They prepare their daughters for the shit, but with that little boy, it's a difference.
Because it's a different dynamic. They're a woman. They only can give the daughter what they know as being a woman. So that's why you need that man around so they can give them the perspective of a man.
Yeah.
And that's
somebody who grew up.
Black households. Yeah. Some of these dudes that's bi-curious and all this shit and all that. You know what I mean? Like, man, if they had a male role model in their family, it don't even got to be their daddy. It could be their uncle, their teacher, their coach. I've had some football coaches and shit, man, that nigga, the whole football team, if he walked in the locker room and you was fucking around and did something wrong, you know what I'm saying? He would snap on your ass right then and there like he was your dad.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. And you would respect him because he demanded your respect as a man.
But you can't do that now. You can't even talk to people's kids no more.
You can't.
You can't say nothing to people's kids. People want to get mad when you tell a kid to be respectful to an adult.
Well, that's because you're being verbally abusive.
Yeah. But they don't know what tough love is. Nowadays everything is sensitive.
You can't give it to them.
You can't give tough love now.
But you talk to them too harshly.
Yeah, man, but that ain't.
Can't even. Yeah. I heard you can't even yell at motherfuckers in the military no more.
No, you can't.
You know what I'm saying?
Drill sergeants don't yell at
you.
I heard that too.
That's different. I know some motherfuckers in the military right now. That shit's different.
Shit get sensitive about this shit.
Yeah.
They be so you remember how like get down and do that shit right now, boy. Now they like, can you please do this?
What?
Yeah. That shit not like that no more, bro.
Yeah,
it ain't no full metal jacket no more.
That tough love shit.
Is it okay? Now is it because
people are fucking sensitive? That's what
jacket was.
That's the shit.
I know, bro. I was wondering, and I'm not trying to say that they're the reason, but is it because they started letting?
No, it ain't got nothing to do with the gay people.
Okay.
No, it's because
it got nothing to do with the gay people.
It's the officers and shit like that. That they
people that you like JD said, like you can when you yell at somebody, you talk to somebody a certain way, people take shit a lot differently. So when you got that one person in the military that's getting constantly yelled at and he can't take that shit every day, he's gonna express himself somehow, and
think
then
the
next thing
doctors
you
had-
know,
I think
it's a
the
goddamn
doctors had
exorcism
something to do with
and
that shit, bro.
Maybe the doctors too.
Because they start coming out with all this shit, you know, different diagnoses,
stress and all that
shit,
shit, man.
PTSD,
You know what I mean? Anxiety disorders and all that shit, man. I think the doctors had a lot to do with that, bro.
Yeah, and they try to blame it on the motherfucking
Yeah,
government.
but I'm gonna tell you one thing, man. Going back to what we talked about earlier. Say you got a woman in a house. They got a son and a daughter.
Mm-hmm.
The daughter and the mother can relate immediately. She can't do nothing but love her son and give him more. Give him morals and guidance. So for the son to get the same kind of love that the daughter gonna get, he gonna act like they do. And that's just bottom line. It ain't got shit to do with a motherfucker wanting to be gay. It's just like if you put a rat, the pleasure, you know how you give rewards based off of, not rewards, but you get consequences based off of pain versus reward. Like, we react to pain immediately.
You know, that makes sense, because it was just me, my mom, my sister, my pop was in jail. So, you know what I'm saying, my mama, and I talk to her about this all the time now, she did way more for my sister growing up than she did for me. When we went to the store, when food stamp time came around, if my sister asked for some shit, she got that shit. If I asked for some shit, good luck. Even that was the same way with going to the store. That was the same way with stuff that goes on in the household and all that shit. So, also, you know, bringing up, you was talking about how, you know, to feel accepted, you start doing, you know, the stuff that they would do. And that makes sense, because I would help my sister with her doll houses and shit like that. And build that shit.
Doing dishes, shit like that.
Yeah, I would help my sister with a whole lot of that stuff.
Shit, I did the shit with my cousins. I know.
I never realized until you said that would be a reason why I did that stuff. Because you're the only boy in the house. And you know what I'm saying? You gonna, like, I play my game.
Yeah.
But when I wanted to hang with my sister, she really didn't like the game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, to sacrifice that shit, I did what she liked to do.
Yeah, because don't nobody want to be alone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you going to congregate where the masses are. And if the masses is fucking braiding hair and playing with dollhouses ain't got shit to do with your sexuality, you say, fuck it. Let me see what this shit is about.
You're right.
And you do the shit enough, you be like, well, damn. I'm kind of good at this shit. Well, I mean, nigga, you done did it 19 times. Right. You know what I'm saying? After you done did it so long, you know what I'm saying? Exactly. You do no more. Them activities end up becoming gestures and behaviors to where you ain't just playing with them. You're talking like them. You're acting like them. You're doing what they do. You see what I'm saying? And it ain't got shit to do with you mentally being biased or sexually confused. You just accustomed to that environment. You're accustomed to an effeminate environment. So that makes you effeminate. But it don't, just because you're effeminate don't make you gay. You see what I'm saying?
Having more feminine traits. I guess that's what you're saying.
Yeah, more feminine. That don't necessarily, I mean, because I know a lot of guys right now that didn't have no daddy. Grew up in a household full of women. Men that's married to women. They enjoy having sex with women, but they just kind of, you know, because of their history.
Flamboyant.
But motherfuckers ain't gay. We sit back and talk about women. You see what I'm saying? And don't like no man.
Like I said, man, it's the men in the household that grew, that it shows the boy how to become a man. It's a visual thing. When we learn things, man, we don't just learn literal. You know, we gotta see it. We gotta visually see something in order to embody it. That's why actors, you know what actors do? They watch film, other film, and then what they, like Scarface. You know Al Pacino played that character for a whole year before he played Scarface? He was in character for a whole year. Imagine you playing like Fat Tone right now for a whole year, bro. After you done doing the movie, you gonna be still trying to get that out of you, because you visualize, you watched him,
you embody him,
you listen to him, and you embody him. So it's gonna be hard for you to get that out of you after you done making the Fat Tone movie.
Girl off a different world.
Exactly.
The light skinned chick off a different world.
Lisa Bonet.
Yeah, that ain't how she talk.
You talking about Lenny Kravitz, baby mama, right? Because you got Lisa Bonet, you got Tatiana, well not Tatiana, Keisha Knight Pulliam, she dark skinned, and then you got Tempest Bledsoe, she was the mid child. So yeah, it got to be Lisa Bonet.
No, not Cosby's. A different word.
A different.
You talking about Jada Pinkett?
No,
the other light skin.
Dwayne.
Oh, Jasmine, yeah. Look, man, you got so many light skins in these shows. You got to let me know, bro.
My bad. Jasmine got.
You got like you one light skin.
Denzel came on and she started tripping like a motherfucker.
Yes.
Yeah. Anywho, she doesn't talk like that.
Yeah, no.
Her aunt, she got that from watching her auntie. And that's how she got her first gig. She tried to act with her normal voice, and nobody would ever sign her. And something happened, and she did a voice like her auntie would talk. That's how her auntie talks. And she did that, and somebody was like, dang, we like that voice. And then she got the role. And so ever since then, that's how she's always talked in her career.
It just goes into what I was saying, bro. If you have a male figure in the household, it gives you that man perspective, how to be a man. You know what I'm saying? Just, you have to have that, you know what I mean, in order to embody it. You have to have that in the household. Unless, if you don't, you're going to mess around some feminine traits. Hey, like he just said, he said they were completely straight, but they still had the feminine traits. And you can always recognize the guys that got it.
Yeah.
Oh. But just wrapping this up, did anybody see the R. Kelly Survivor? Because that was blown up. Everybody watched it all on TV.
I couldn't watch it.
Anyone of y'all watch it?
I personally didn't watch it, but I heard enough about it.
I couldn't watch it.
I just heard a couple of women came forward.
Can you describe how he treated you? I felt like I could talk to him, like he was a normal person, not a celebrity, very welcoming.
Robert treated me very well. Charismatic, funny.
Extremely caring. He's hard not to like.
It was very romantic to me.
Our relationship was beautiful in the beginning, but didn't know about the storm on the horizon.
He would break you down. He would turn around and say, I'm the only one that loves you. I'm the only one who cares about you. I was mentally drained.
Robert feels as if he's invincible. I can't be touched. And in hindsight, in society, we kind of made him feel that way.
No, a gang.
The one thing
try to keep it simple. Shit,
I don't got no camera or nothing like that, but
a gang of women showing up.
I want to talk about something. I watched it last night so we can cover it today. I watched about 3 episodes of it before I went out to go see Richard Factor.
How many episodes is it?
And shit. And no, hold on. I didn't watch the whole thing. I only watched 3 episodes. I was going to go see Richard Factor and shit. And I was like, let me go ahead and blow some time so I can learn something about this shit. So what I found out is during the trial, when he pissed on that girl, there was women that was rooting for him and shit to win the trial. They was real young. They were 14 and shit. One of them got with him. And I'm thinking in my mind, like, she goes to his house, all that shit. Has sex with him and shit. Knowing she's underage, snuck out, all that shit. This nigga was just on trial for this shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is crazy.
He was
just on trial for this shit.
What do you expect, man?
I was like, bro.
And they said the one thing, people said the one thing that stood out in those episodes is they said that none of them women said that he forced himself upon them.
Yeah, because he didn't. Because it's fucking
That's what I was told.
Kelly.
Now y'all can vouch for that if that's true. But I was told none of them women flat out said he raped me.
This is what he used, bro.
Bitches used to just come with
I'm gonna say, because I don't want to drag this on too long. I learned what he was doing. What he was doing is using control tactics. What he'll do is he'll find out their age and everything. He'll be real nice to them and all that shit. Give them what they want, and then when he's ready to start controlling them, he'll have them sit in a room, hotel, whatever, and he'll tell them not to talk to nobody, stay in a hotel. You can't eat unless you call me daddy. He was using control tactics to control their mind. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To the point where you need me. You need me to eat. You need me, you know what I'm saying? You need me to get around, to go get you some shit from the store and all that shit. You need me. All your basic needs, you need me. That's how he brainwashed their ass, bro. And it was a control thing, bro. And when I watched that shit last night, bro, I was thinking to myself, that's somewhat what a pimp do. Pimps do that shit. Once they fuck the shit out of the girl, pimps do the same shit. Once they fuck the shit out of the girl, they make sure that they have everything that they need so they won't leave. But I provide for you everything that you need, so why you need to leave?
Okay. Let me tell you this though, it's twofold on that. You edit video just like I do. That was the story they told you. They told the story through the way they edited the video to make it seem like he was a master manipulator. But if you listen to the answers that some of them chicks gave, that ain't completely how it was. One of the chicks, the main that
no, I don't agree that it was like that all the time. He had to get to that point where like when I Believe I Can Fly, when that came out, that's where they say he got a lot of young girls during that period. I said it's a progression stage. He didn't start out like that.
Yeah.
That's what they said in the documentary. He didn't start out like that.
No, I agree. But this is what I'm saying. They said it escalated. I'm saying I don't think it escalated nor de-escalated. I think it was one way the whole time. And I think it was consensual the entire time. The reason I think it was consensual the entire time is because nobody was shackled. Nobody was permitted or was not permitted to not leave the house.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Because check this out. One of the chicks, and she said this, go back and watch it. One of the chicks say this. She say, it got to the point where I just couldn't take it no more.
Wait a minute, you didn't watch it. How do you know that?
No, I did watch it. He said he didn't watch it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You didn't watch the whole thing.
No, I watched all.
Some people watch clips. Some people watch.
No, I watched all 6 of them.
Okay, all right. Just to clarify, he watched all.
I want to know. This JD,
all.
I watched all 6 of them.
Okay,
check this out. Oh, and look, because y'all ain't seen me the whole time. This JD, I didn't watch all 6 of them. Anyway, like I'm saying, the whole thing is like this, man. One of the chicks say it got to the point where she couldn't take it no more. So she grabbed her cell phone, got her stuff, and she just left. Now, hold on. You grabbed your cell phone, you got your stuff, and you left. But all that shit you said before, master manipulator, I wasn't permitted to do this, I couldn't do that. Yet you got your motherfucking cell phone.
Honestly, the wife too.
No, I ain't even got there.
No, I don't know. Listen, the wife too, nigga. She could have been left,
bro.
She could have been left.
You got your phone.
She could have been left, bro.
And you people were saying this. People were saying this. They was like they wasn't held against their will. They wasn't tied down. They said that they wasn't being forced upon or none of that shit.
But this nigga got $150 million. I don't know if I'm fucking a chick that got $150 million and she talking shit to me, yeah, she's being verbally abusive.
And they said the parents.
But this bitch got $150
that was on there,
and I'm in the house.
They said
with
the
some
parents
shit
that was
I ain't
on
never
there
seen before.
knew what was going on.
Like this before.
Knew what was going on.
Because they
knew what he was doing, and they were still letting their daughters go.
They gave them to
Exactly.
We said one bitch
exactly.
One bitch name, man. Man, I don't mean to call her.
That's why I said the
But
parents.
Some of them are.
To me, she was a bitch.
I'm
like, first of all, this is the girl niece that got pissed on. She was working for
Sparkle.
Oh,
That's
I hate that bitch, bro. That bitch should have went to jail,
the
bro.
singer?
Bro,
yeah.
She should have went to jail,
she
bro.
over there too.
Bro, she knew.
You better be careful what you say.
She brought her niece to
meet him.
Her niece was the girl in the movie.
Man, and then she was the one in the video. He pissing on it. Bro,
all this time,
bro.
That was.
And she was the one that went to trial during that time. At the time, we was younger and shit. So we didn't really know the insides of this, bro. But hey, bro, she was at the trial, bro. They didn't believe her because they thought she just wanted some money. But her brother got on there and said, "Nah, that's not his their niece and shit." Or I don't think that's his daughter or whatever, but that's not the niece. That's not her. That's what he said. So that was a part of the trial shit. And she said her brother still works for R. Kelly.
Playing guitar.
Yep. I was like, damn. So he was still getting paid, bro. Nigga, I was like, bro, that bitch Sparkle, bro, she knew what the fuck was going on with R. Kelly because the Aaliyah shit was before her niece came in. You knew what this nigga was like. He had little young chicks around the mansion all the time. You still brought your bitch. You should be in. Fuck that bitch, bro.
She did so
fuck
she did
bitch,
so
bro.
she get
I
her
swear, bro.
motherfucking record.
Hey, dog, before I went to go watch Richard Factor, bro, that bitch had me hot, bro.
She did for a record deal, Ed.
Before I see Richard, I was hot, bro.
And that was the main thing I talked about. This was that video, because I remember the video. The video to the T, the start of it at least. That nigga said, talk to her, won't be ready to do this. She said, yup. That nigga in front of the camera, peeled the money out. She took the money up out of his hand, and then they started doing what they was doing.
Yeah.
That shit was on LimeWire, FrostWire, and everything.
But all of them chicks in that video, 90% of them said, we hooked up with R. Kelly.
Yeah, that's what I was talking.
And it was through somebody else. It wasn't through him personally most of the time. It was through his people.
Right.
People that work for him.
But they all thought they was gonna piggyback off him and get that. So they was trying to come up off him.
Be the next Aaliyah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But everybody got the same plan. I'm finna come up off him. So it ain't no problem with y'all having a plot to use this man, but then when y'all get used,
and that's what everybody was saying.
It's bloody murder.
And that's what everybody was saying.
Hey,
y'all was just mad because y'all didn't get on.
Here's another
and that's
thing.
what people were saying to the regular chicks. Y'all was just mad because y'all popped all this and y'all wasn't the one that benefited the most from it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And the age of consent is 17.
If they got a thing out for age of consent across the U.S., they got 15 and 16 in some states.
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah, they do.
Across the U.S., there's some 15 and 16.
I think that was why he got away with it. They didn't say that right out.
They said back in the day.
Put me up on
they said back in the day, all the way up until I think it was the 60s or the 70s, the legal age of consent was like 10 or 12.
Damn.
Yeah.
Up until the 60s or the 70s.
You gotta think about like long.
And then after that,
the farmers another farmer married their 12-year-old daughter and shit, man. Long time, you know what I'm saying? In the 1930s, 20s and shit, man. They was doing that type of shit back then, bro.
That's crazy.
Yeah. The Great Depression days, man. Nigga, you want the rest of your family to eat? Well, you're gonna have to marry your daughter to the next farmer across the street that got all this money and shit, and y'all collaborate y'all families and shit, man. Hey, that's how it was back then.
That's how it was.
And they didn't change the law. Like some of them, they didn't change the laws, man. You know, as the decades go, there's some law. There's a law right now in Kansas. Nigga, you can still get hung.
Get the fuck out of here.
You can still get hung, bro. It's still a part of the death penalty, bro. They never took it out.
Yeah, see, it was somebody. I'm gonna break off on this. I'm gonna come back to that. But it was somebody who was telling me about how good Kansas was as a free state. And I'm like, nigga, just because it was a
nigga in Kansas,
just because it's a free state don't mean they don't practice racism.
Yeah, you still get hung. It's not done no more.
Let me get my ass out of here because y'all gonna have me on speak on it part 3.
Well, shit, nigga, you can't be mad at R. Kelly for a nigga was getting raped his whole fucking life and then could barely half-ass do this and do that.
Yeah, I heard a lot of shit was going on with him. Like they said his mama was fucking with him.
Was fucking him.
His sister was fucking with him.
And yeah, they've been fucking R. Kelly since he was a kid. And then study shows when your ass get molested as a young age, you grow up to be a molester. So I'm not surprised at half the shit R. Kelly did after I found out that shit.
Yeah.
And then what also got me was
they said if you look at how his mama used to talk, how he used to talk about his mama and stuff back in the day, early in his career, they said that he used to talk about her like she was a love interest.
I have to go back and check that one.
Mm-hmm. They said that he talked about her. The way he talked about his mother was more than the mother would talk about her son.
And you know his mother screwed him out with a lot of money too.
I believe it.
Because he was R. Kelly's dyslexic.
Yeah,
and half the shit that his royalties he got screwed over on because he couldn't fucking read. But other than that, man, like people know what R. Kelly be doing out here. He been doing this shit for decades now.
And at that time, you know what I'm saying,
also,
any parent that was letting their daughters go out unattended, because if you want to do a deal with R. Kelly, I'm going to have to be there.
Exactly, and then you can't get mad at them. The fucking women's mothers are handing their daughters to the man.
Yeah.
Also, did you know, since this bullshit that happened and they tried to mute R. Kelly on the radio and stuff, and surprisingly, his record sales has went up since this whole ordeal has went on.
The first week it sell.
That's what got me too. I was like,
show
damn,
came out.
Music went up.
His sales came out.
And now people were saying also this, like, all this shit that's going down was just a heist for him to get his music popular again.
No,
I heard it. So I heard that.
That'd be the biggest scandal.
I'm trying to tell you. I heard that that's what they did so R. Kelly music can get popular again, because we know the nigga was going broke. I don't know if y'all knew that.
He lost one of his houses.
Yeah, he was going broke. You know what I'm saying? You know, he got that song called I Admit It. He explains all that shit that he went through as a kid that makes sense to shit that he does now. And part of it is him. Part of it is him. Yeah, he was like, I'm losing my shit.
Come out with a book.
Yeah. So yeah, he probably is. But that's all I gotta say about R. Kelly. We're gonna wrap that up right there. That's the conclusion of R. Kelly. Robert Kell, the Pop Piper.
The Pop Piper. Kells,
I'm your host, Steve.
Pop Piper. And I'm your host, Rico. My fault.
Hey, we gon' all ball. You gotta keep hustling. Hey, one day we gon' all ball.
People who are running toward their dreams, life has a special kind of meaning. You are going to incur a lot of disappointment, a lot of failure. But in the process of doing that, what you will realize is that you have greatness within you.
What's good, YouTubers? You can check out my page by typing in Blue Line Studios, subscribing over here, hitting my link. Check out Speak On It with interviews, local business owners. Scroll over. Check out music videos by Doughboy, Under the Influence. All right, peace.